Yes, kick.
Just good discipline.
But it is going to be a kick for the line and the possibility of another more. Making absolutely sure that time they will have some distance to travel.
Second time that play sitting down as well.
2 front row forwards lost for the Hollywoodbets Sharks in the first half. Trevor Nyakane really early in the
isolate the fullback or wing by himself with that kick and try and win the scraps and play from then on, because defense is disorganized. Bulls ready to go again.
Another tap from Ruan for mark. Certainly not getting those first 2 lineouts entirely on their own terms, but winning them. Comes for Crocodile from Papier. And Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Strong carry from him and tipped on by Billy LaRue. Popped onto the boot by Devin Williams. Caden Moody giving chase pressure on Jordan Hendrickson. And first penalty going to the Vodacom Bulls. Just too much pressure at the breakdown from the home side. And a penalty.
You got players running onto the ball, so you want this ball to stand. And I thought Hendrickson did well here. No time to really get up there, but it's Caden Moody like a flank.
And just a short line out call by the Vodacom Bulls. Marco van Staden shoveling the ball back for Grobelaar. Vincent Chituka trying to wrap up the ball in the tackle. He's got to get out of there now. He hasn't done so early enough, says Morris van der Westhuizen, and it matters not, because Jan-Hendrik Wessels is in under the posts. And the perfect start for the Vodacom Bulls.
Down the ball.
Thank you.
And he's explosive. He's fast, just as quick as the loose forwards, but hits that hole. Goes.
Well, given where a lot of these players played their schoolboy rugby, and Jan-Hendrik Wessels, Grey College, second row, ran like a centre. All the skills. A try last week in Cape Town before leaving the field, and a try this week to get the Vodacom Bulls underway. Simple conversion as well for David Creel. He had to take over the kicking duties in the absence of Johan Goosen. Missed 3 last week, but DHL Stormers missing 4 in that match, which was won by a point by the Vodacom Bulls. Now it's penalty.
Out there, Young is blocking the ball.
Just started in the number 4 jersey last week for the Vodacom Bulls. He picked up an injury in Cape Town, also an injury to Juan Nokia, as well as Elrich Lowe. So the depth being tested.
Yeah, that was from the rival being not rolling away. Just a chance here, great chance here.
So first line out throw for Springbok, and finding Jason Jenkins with his first throw. Into the midfield they go, and a clattering tackle made. It was Tino Mabasere who was hit hard in that midfield, looking for a carry, having not taken part in the line-out. Lukanyawam, somewhat unusually for most, wearing the number 12 jersey. We expect to see a lot more of him in that position. There's a penalty advantage for a late hit on Grant Williams. The chip ahead, not gathered.
6 Bulls, late tackle on the number 9 of the Sharks.
And the penalty is against Marco van Staden, who's
number 6
into the team this week in place of Marcel Kutsia.
To run for mark up there now, another later, 2 penalties later. Look where you end up. Defense penalties. Just for starting here, this is the later, but the hole was shut down quickly here.
Marcus, if they close it.
Full complement this time for Mbonambi to aim at. No more, it goes out for Penkley and Williams. Lukanyawam, the cut-out ball is for hooker. Magnificent response. They made it look simple, with all 7 in the line at top.
Yeah, Matthew, I'm just clinical, so committing 7. What happens with this carry here, you need quick ball to beat the fold. That pass takes out 4 defenders. That other pass takes out the last defender. So that's the momentum they show. Good strike play. That's the pass there. You almost beat the fold. That pass beats 4 defenders. What happens is if he stays...
Prior to today, so racking up his 3rd, and Jordan Hendrickson has kept it inside the right-hand upright to square it up.
Great trying it. Well worked, so all set plays here. This is the pass here, short. Runners inside. Masuku stands a little bit wider.
Billy LaRue with the restart, and Jordan Hendrickson shaping for a clearance kick at first, then opting for the run. No one back in the pocket here for any kind of clearance kick, so Williams away to Mtunu.
Use please 9.
Jeff and here looking to apply pressure on the kick of Grant Williams. Brilliant work in the air. Yao Peng. Away by Corne Rao. Lukanyo up. Has the ball in midfield. Ball out of the back of the hand beautifully.
Use, please.
Tunu again. Just a little sluggish, those last two rucks.
Use, please.
Allowing the Vodacom
No.
Bulls defence to reset. Siamasuku finding Penkley with the cross kick. And he was looking to put it through a gap, but only into the arms of Ambrose Papier. Captain on the day, Reinhard Ludwig. A number of captains who are missing for the Vodacom Bulls. Ruan Nokia, Marcel Kutsia, Elrich Lowe. And that from Villiers.
We'll play, we'll look for opportunity, but we'll always try to get the ball there. Look on your arm. We've said enough about him over the years. Julius, quick, over the mark, will offload.
Well, 2 tries in the game so far. This was on penalty advantage. Beautifully held up in the tackle by Marco van Staden for Jan Henrik Wessels to go in unopposed
Okay, that's the minute we
for a try, converted by David Creel. And then this was just beautiful. The carry initially from Yao Peng. Beautiful ball from Lukanyo Ams.
Yeah, and the Bulls also very narrow defensively. Sharks play on.
So Tuka with the take at the tail. Masuku.
I'm happy with that toss. Got it.
Now Grant Williams. Mbunambi. Followed into contact by fellow Springbok Trevor Nyakane. Came in with a clean. Bull lost, so Lukanyo Ama has to recreate some momentum here. Does so beautifully with his offload in contact from Kunu. Oh, Trevor Nyakane has stayed down here in all sorts of pain. Pepsi Butulezi with the carry. Now Hooker running fast and straight and reaching the first line of defence.
Great turnover. First play, number
But
2.
Johan Krobelaar saving the day for the Vodacom Bulls. Brilliant steal
Use, please.
from the Bulls hooker.
Blue.
Just allowing plenty of time here for Billy LaRue to make the clearance. Penkley. Into his stride and then into a 2-man blue wall. Van Staden and Krobelaar, the tacklers.
Advantage knock on.
A little knock on there. Marius van der Westhuizen just allowing this to unfold. Lorenzo Julius.
Use.
Trevor Nyakane is being helped from the field now. They'll come back for the scrum.
First one was number 1 and then get
And
another
Trevor Nyakane is not going to get to scrum.
Nah, he's no good. He's no good there. He swat.
First player. He's an outfield.
He went. I'm trying to see where he actually goes down here. Yeah, and the one thing that's Achilles.
Go, please, gents. Let's go.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but we almost kick the back of your leg, and that's generally an Achilles. That's a long-term injury. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looks. But Trevor Nyakane.
Crouch.
So, first scrum of the game. Trevor Nyakane off the field. Hamaru Jacobs into the front row. Going to have to put in a big shift here.
Sit. That's fine.
Initial pressure coming from the Vodacom Bulls scrum. Cleared quickly enough by Grant Williams, who's again very quick to the next ruck. Masuku almost missing the ball with the attempted dink over the top. Counter ruck is good though from the Sharks. Jason Jenkins.
Is he offside? Is he back on side, Sean? Okay, release.
Lukanyo was looking for a way through the middle there. And the Sharks looking for plenty of offloads in contact. Bit of a tussle between Springbok teammates there, Bonambi and LaRue.
And he wanted to get that offload away, but they had the overlap here. And what Billy LaRue does well, he gets into his passing lane, so he can't get the ball.
2/3 of the possession in the game so far, the first quarter of an hour of it, going the way of the visiting side.
Fine. Sit.
Spoke about the Vodacom Bulls' exceptional record in the competition so far. Said
And a lot of slipping, you can see.
Okay,
I've never seen Loftus, the actual ground, looking like this.
Going a bit quicker, please. We've only got 30 seconds to get it going.
It's usually a solid field. A little bit of render, but not too much. But you see, the first scrum went down. The second one also went down.
Crouch.
You see a lot of cleaning of studs, post engagement or on the reset.
Fine. Sit.
Wonderful battle going on the near side between Lowe and Tunu. Picked up at the back by Nizam Kar.
Use please 9. Weaker 9. Go onside. No.
That's really good from Ambrose Papier. Spotting that there wasn't really any pressure coming around the fringe. Able to get that kick away with a little less height. Getting it almost up to halfway.
Yeah, and what's happening with the Vodacom Bulls now? They're getting a couple of positive outcomes, Matthew. You look at the run up to the 3 penalties. And obviously, then the try came from that, but some positive outcomes now, some good solid defensive sets. And almost taking the steam out the Sharks, but Sharks, clear and present danger with quick ball.
Would not be. Jenkins did well, getting 2 hands to it with a contest from the Bulls.
Please 9. 7, stop.
Williams now goes to the air. Vincent Chituka told to get back after he made
7. 7 is always in front.
his run too early. He didn't listen.
No, you've got to get back. You can't have influence on the play there if you started early.
Well, he felt he'd been played onside by Yao Penkler, but the referee saying he has to stop before he's played onside. He cannot advance.
Yeah, that's the old, the old word about adapting to the referee's calls. And I don't think Morris van der West.
Wonderful penalty from Willie Leroux.
Clear access, please.
Stolen at the line out by the Sharks and quickly moved away by Masuku for Lorenzo Julius. And he finds Hooker to his outside. Dane keeping his width brilliantly. Lukanyoam keeping the ball alive in contact. Masuku. And that ball is just going to win the race as Pepsi Buthelezi was screaming down that right touchline. Ambrose Papier had it covered, but just off a stolen line out on their own 22-meter line. How quick the transition came into attack.
Yeah, but then what's impressive about that transition is they're not forming any racks. They're keeping the ball alive the whole time. So it's continuity. Space down the right-hand side. Went for the kick with great individual skill and combining from the Sharks.
Another tap from Mark. No, there was no contest that time.
Okay, tackle now. He's getting a genuine attempt there. No counter up now. Stop. Thank you.
Back it comes from Papier for Leroux. Hunted down by Jenkins. Still be a Sharks line out, just inside the home side's 22. You talk about them keeping the ball alive. The one thing that the Vodacom Bulls have done well is when they have created rucks with ball in hand, the Sharks, that the Bulls have been very effective at not giving them the speed of the ball that they're looking for.
Yeah, there's some big hits in the collisions we saw earlier on, but this is a worrying sign also. Mongi Monambi, Trevor Nyakani out, and when he goes down there's a problem because he's one of the toughest around.
Thank you.
A bit of ice to the knee for Bongi Mbonambi.
You did well to get out there. That's why I didn't do anything.
Walking without any discomfort. Back to where this lineup will take place.
Sharks on the line. Your mark is the line. Your mark is the line. Thank you. Okay, are you in or out? Okay, receiver. Thank you.
Morris van der West isn't just checking on the numbers. It'll be Tino Mabasere, who is the designated receiver. Vodacom Bulls were outstanding in their maul defence a week ago in Cape Town.
Okay, let's use it once. Stationary. Same maul.
First stop called by the referee. Now Williams will play away. I'm the first receiver, away to Masuku. And here is Hendrickson. Gets away from Leroux.
Tackle.
For Mark, getting him on the cover. Little dink in behind from Sia Masuku. Leroux and Devin Williams back to cover.
He doesn't have to
Yeah,
run
to
it.
the Sharks, they need to figure out losing a bit of territory, but not getting enough attack ball. Speaking to Jake White before the game, he said, generate quick ruck ball, get Villiers attacking, staying flat, running holes. But the Bulls in defensive mode, they're doing it pretty well, I must say, in defensive mode, but it's the Sharks trying to bang, well, the Sharks banging on the door.
Masuku gathering the goal line dropout, and Vincent Chituka hitting the pass at pace. That's a better ruck speed for the Sharks.
Tacklers.
Carry from Mabasere.
I have a clear knock. We need to regain it.
Henry Jacobs. Replacement tight end. Williams.
Thank you.
Masuku finds Corneral. And his little pop pass off the ground, crucially intercepted by LaRue.
Use 9. Onside.
It's another low raking clearance from Emrose Papier. Not quite as much distance this time.
Okay. Put your foot discipline.
Yeah, you get the feeling that the Sharks are almost a pass away from the try line the whole time. You know, look at 1 or 2 offloads. If they do land, the Sharks will be in business. So a bit of patience needed from the Sharks. But the Bulls doing all sorts of scrambling, but they're surviving. The Vodacom Bulls.
Bunambi just over the top of Vincent Chituka, gathered by Wilco Lowe.
Use 9. Onside, everybody.
From inside their own half, making liberal use of the boot of Emrose Papier. Penkley, again, getting his offload away in contact. Scrum half on scrum half. Papier on Williams.
Tackle now.
Gudu.
Use it, please.
And then Yao Penkley going to fill in at scrum half. Masuku puts in a big test here for Devon Williams.
I've got it backwards of blue. Oh, black.
And David Creel gathering.
Was it the second one? First one. Okay. Thank you. I had it back with black, but thanks.
But there was a little knock in there. The call came from the assistant referee. Lost forward off the hand of Devon Williams.
Yeah, there it is as it went down that.
As well, some dark clouds. You do get that late afternoon on the Highveld. Potential of thunderstorms.
Okay.
It's dark, that right hand side. It's on the way.
Just stay left of it. You're setting up left, and then you're coming. Last minute, you're coming. Yeah.
So that's away to the south of the ground and just to the top left of the picture.
Crouch.
The clouds are getting darker.
Bind. Sit.
Wilco Lowe getting
Line. The ball popped out.
real go forward on this near side, and the ball just popping out in the nick of time. You sense that the referee might have been about to give something the way of the Vodacom Bulls there.
1 out.
Williams. Corneral, Masuku cutting out Lukanyuam for Julius. Beautiful pass from Jordan Hendrickson for Penkley.
Yes, he's making a great effort.
Jenkins. Offload before contact, but into the grateful arms of Ruan Vermaak.
Isolated.
Vermaak then isolated in the carry,
First play.
conceding the penalty.
Yeah, because Jacobs, he's a big unit. And Vermaak did well to get that little intercept from that tip pass from Jenkins. What he needed, though, his ball placement wasn't great. Almost rolled that ball away because he was a little bit isolated. Jacobs right on it. But as every time, it looks like the Bulls are one.
Game so far played in the Vodacom Bulls half of the field. As Zanyani mentioned, there've been a number of occasions where the Sharks looked just one pass away from scoring. Now they've missed a penalty kick, so not a great deal to show for what so far has been a dominant performance in terms of possession and territory.
Yeah, Matthew, I know what happens sometimes is it's your ability to convert those chances. So the Bulls could defend for 60% of the game, get 1 or 2 chances, and they grab them. So there's a lot of action from the Sharks, but not on the scoreboard.
Mabasere tracking back and gathering the 22-meter dropout. Bunambi and Raal. Still going to the right. Hendrickson, so comfortable at first receiver, having played so much of his rugby in the number 10 jersey.
Use please 9.
Moved to Durban ahead of this season, having started his professional career in the colours of the Lions. Joining his brother Jaden in black and white. Jaden Hendrickson rested today as part of the Springboks resting protocol. Brilliant from LaRue. Penkley was flying.
No tackle and release it.
And excellent work from Marco van Staden as well.
Okay, that's fine. He's not in the way.
Released the ball as he went to ground, quick to bounce and play. And the clearance kick from Harold Forster from deep inside his own half. Four-man line out for the Sharks, and Roll is the target, and an attempted interception.
We're putting a hand out.
Well, it's ruled deliberate knockdown
It's a hit and hope.
by Reynard Ludwig because it was one extended arm. No genuine attempt to catch.
Yeah, Matt, and you mentioned the negative outcomes there. If you're not sure, back your defense, put pressure on the kick in the opposition half. So yeah, you understand what he's trying to do. Pressure on the ruck, the following ruck, win that. Put pressure on the kick, and then you're still within it. So the Sharks in full control here.
No contest.
Jenkins,
Black 7.
from what the referee said there, may have thought that was not a straight throw. Brilliantly gathered off the kick from Yao Pentley. Because there was no contest, it was play on at the line out. One of the changes made to the laws recently. Grant Williams loves to probe for little holes around the fringes of the ruck.
Use these.
Then Masuku, he's tried a lot of these little dabs over the top. That's tapped back by Harold Forster. Papier under pressure here. Johan Kobela is back to help, but the turnover is good. Ethan Hooker, the man. Another little kick forward from Sia Masuku, but too much weight on it for Jordan Hendrickson.
Yeah, and what Masuku's doing well, he's mixing the game up. You see, his contestable kicks have been very accurate, and Sharks winning the aerial battle. From then on, he's not having a run again. He's decided to kick again and putting these little attacking kicks. And what's happening is he's just forcing the Vodacom Bulls back the whole time through his kicking game.
Showdown. Okay, here we go. Is this the mark for the scrum? Okay, we're going to come here, Bongi.
So that kick from Sia Masuku travelling over the dead ball line. So coming back for a scrum to the Vodacom Bulls. Previous scrum on the Sharks feed. The home side looked to be getting real dominance. I can't think they'd go for anything else than a penalty here, try and relieve some of the territorial pressure.
Yeah, Matthew, I tell you what, this ball here is not coming out of the dock. It's going to stay in there, and they're going to let Volkala get to work.
Set.
And straight away the penalty is awarded to Tuko Nkunu. Is on the near side here. You can see the elbow going straight to ground on the set.
There's a lot of grass on his elbow that he put out first.
Yeah, and he was very aggressive on the hit, on the setup. Just didn't get that balance right to hold his weight up, but the aggression from the Sharks was pretty good.
Jordan Hendrickson doing brilliantly to keep that ball in. Penkley, who's had a busy afternoon so far, finds Mabasere to his inside. Wonderful offload for Putanesi. Naru makes the tackle and quickly bounces, but they're queuing up away to the left here. Mabasere again.
It's technical infringement.
Well, Vinny Naru
The problem is, you're not onside to start with.
has been shown a yellow card for a cynical infringement, bringing an end to the move or preventing its continuity from an offside position.
Yeah, and the Sharks full of running. We spoke about the excitement of the back, so if you kick loose on them, they will punish you. But what's happening with Chituka, Mabasere, and Pepsi Buthelezi, three quick loose forwards. So they're just getting the offloads away, and they're linking beautifully with the backs. It's the pressure from the Sharks, the offloading from the Sharks, the running from the Sharks, and the three-pointer from Hendrickson.
So a first penalty from the boot. So just about 7 minutes of the first half remaining, where the Vodacom Bulls will be down to 14.
Jack lays out.
And Ludwig aggressively onto
Use, please, 9.
the kick receiver, Jordan Hendrickson. Bunambi.
Tackle now. Use, please, 9. Onside.
Well, opting not for the kick over the top. Bounces favourably for David Creel. Away to Sergio Peterson with his first touch of the afternoon. Devin Williams. And then forward off the hand of Harold Forster.
And the Vodacom Bulls just trying to create, and Devin Williams does the right thing. He had corner wrong.
You'd expect the Vodacom Bulls to continue to attack the Sharks scrum. not allowing that platform that they've been so effective running off.
Fine. Sit.
A really awkward ball for Grant Williams and a knock-on created. Look at the celebration from Nizam Kar. It's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and the Sharks wanted to get that ball out. It just wasn't channeled properly. It didn't come out quick enough.
Let's go.
But good timing, good scrum pressure from the Vodacom Bulls as that ball came in. The heat came through. And that's it, makes it untidy, makes it difficult for Grant Williams. He doesn't want his headed there, especially when it's not a stable base. So advantage Bulls, but they need to use it now.
It's on the line. It's
Wilco Low back into Test rugby at the back end of 2024. Not originally selected for that end of year tour. Ended up playing 2 of the matches.
Crouch.
And whether that was just a further boost to his confidence or what, he is without peer at the moment at scrum time.
And you're going to see him getting to work here. Complete dominance again. Penalty advantage.
Play another advantage. Back line offside. Entire back line offside.
Well, there was a scrum penalty being played as an advantage, but then the Sharks backline advancing too quickly, so it's a more favourable penalty in terms of field position. And David Creel will opt to keep the Sharks pinned back deep in their own half, or as he skewed that off the side of his boot.
Don't put your arm at me. Clear.
Yeah, and that was the offside, so really this was all on scrum.
He's going straight down the tunnel, which may indicate an HIA.
Yeah.
Crouch. Fine. Sit. It's calling in. Yeah.
Jacobs went down on the far side, the Sharks tight head side.
Into the tunnel.
You could see straight away, almost released his band and he turned completely.
Well, a shot at retribution.
Many scrums, a couple of line-outs, but not a lot of scrums. The scrums have gone up, and the Bulls have managed to change the momentum through scrum power.
Just under half a minute on the shot clock, and then it'll be just over 3 minutes remaining on the yellow card for Billy LaRue. David Creel from just over 40 metres, and the ball clattering into that left-hand upright. And Yao Peng there is able to dot the ball down, but
Yeah, Martin, you look at that chase line from the Vodacom Bulls. It's Jan Hendrik Wessels, the loose head prop, that's applying the pressure. That's how quick he is from the kick. Generally, it's the wings that are forced to or meant to do that.
Siamasuku with the 22-metre dropout. Nizam Kar.
Okay, thank you. Use.
JF and Heerden strongly into contact, making a metre or two, just creating that space. The last man into a 5-man line out, he is the receiver.
Access there. Out this
And
way.
even with the fewer numbers, they opt for a maul and draw out a penalty.
60 side entry, knocks in the middle.
And Harold Forster in behind the Sharks defensive line. Good read from Hendrickson.
On the side. That's why I got such easy access to the guy at the back.
So time is up on the clock, siren sounding in the background. What is the option here? David Creel certainly had the distance on that previous kick.
Just good discipline.
But
on
it is
the,
going to be
set
a
up
kick
with
for the
maul.
line
Double bang.
and the possibility of another maul.
Thank you.
Making absolutely sure that time they will have some
Yeah, we're
distance to
gonna go.
travel.
It's the second time that play, sitting down as well.
2 front row forwards lost for the Hollywoodbets Sharks in the first half. Trevor Nyakane really early in the piece, and then in the last few minutes, Bongu Manumbi. Van Heerden. And again, the Bulls get advantage as they are pulled to ground. Van Staden. Still that arm out from Marius van der Westhuizen.
Still playing a penalty advantage.
Got the better of him in the scrums now. Wilco Low, so carrying strongly at Nkunu.
No advantage. Who's your captain? Better discipline at the maul, please. Set the discipline at the maul.
And that's a couple of more penalties conceded in quick succession. You mentioned it earlier, how you can quickly advance down the field, and Vinny LaRue is up off the chair.
Banking.
And if you look at the way it's going now,
Okay, let's work hard.
they should get this one over.
Krobala finds Van Heerden. And then Krobala with the pick and drive. Raal and Mabaseri doing their best to hold him up.
No, you can't roll over like that.
Looks like he got carried over.
Well, it's going to be a penalty and a yellow card.
It's
It was a warning.
Don't make contact unless someone's saying you've got to use your weapon. Yeah.
Jason Jenkins is the man shown yellow. Billy LaRue is back on. And deep into
No,
time added on.
you don't have to kick to touch if you don't want. Billy,
All of a sudden,
the penalty was in the line-out, so you don't have to kick to touch if you don't want. Okay? They're having the line-out.
it's 15 Vodacom Bulls against 14 Hollywoodbets Sharks. Once again, without surprise, they opt for the line-out.
I'm surprised actually that you want to go for a bigger lineup.
Get him out.
The Sharks are a man down.
Ludwig with no contest.
Is that a good player?
Not brought down by the Sharks that time. Krobala. Papier. And Van Staden lost it backwards, and then it's gone forwards off the hand of Harold Forster. So a bit messy at the end for the Vodacom Bulls. A great opportunity with 15 on 14. Also kicked a penalty to make the half-time score 10 points to 7 in favour of the visitors. But it is the Hollywoodbets Sharks who kick off the second half with 14 men. Jason Jenkins having been shown a yellow card at the back end of that first half,
No, he can't, but I don't think he is. Use, please.
with the half-time hooter already having sounded a series of line-out mauls
Advantage.
from the Vodacom
Okay.
Bulls, leading to
Started
multiple
outside.
penalties.
Yeah, and just to echo what Victor was saying at halftime, the Bulls need to up the intensity. And if you look at the two benches, Van der Merwe, Steenekamp, Klopper, Kirsten, Kumede, who can add impact. And they're going to need those guys. You get the feeling that
Go, please. Okay.
the Vodacom Bulls are going to need energy from the bench because the Sharks won't stop playing, Matthew.
Young Ethan Bester replacing Springbok Bombio Manambi, and also Trevor Nyakane leaving the field early in the game to be replaced by Handru Jacobs. Billy LaRue floating a pass away for David Creel. Haven't had a great deal of opportunity
Advantage over for the knock-on.
to get the ball into the wider channels. The Vodacom Bulls here this afternoon.
Don't push him in there, please.
LaRue
50-22 on.
hunting for a possible 50-22, but then the ball taking a straighter bounce.
Sharks, stay there, please.
Masuku.
Stay on.
That's a wonderful kick from Sia Masuku.
He's been good today. He's been good, Siamasuku. If you look how he's varied his game, cross kick, contestable kick, attacking kick, flat on the line. And now this. At altitude.
But it will be Johan Krobala to throw.
Open. Open. Advantage.
Ball goes to the front for Ruan Vermaak, and another advantage. There's been a raft of penalties in this area of the game. And what will save the Hollywoodbets Sharks here is they've got a man in the bin and maybe the field position, but there is going to be another warning.
I'm not sure if you want to test my patience. We just had a guy in the bin for the north. And then now we've got multiple entries there as well. I'm going to give you this time. You had 10 minutes in the change room to do it. I'm going to give you this time now to sort out the discipline. I won't hesitate to get another one off if the discipline doesn't change. Side in charge, there's multiple plays. Yeah. So, will you sort that out for me, please? Thank you. I didn't put my first.
Yeah, what Morris van der Westhuizen and wants there is a change in behavior. Otherwise, it's going to be him pulling out the cards and the Sharks trying to make a plan. So the Sharks at the moment don't have a good plan in terms of stopping the Vodacom Bulls more into the penalties. So every time the Bulls have got a scrum, when it's their ball or line up, when it's their ball, they're managing to get a penalty.
Can I put time on?
So the Sharks, in a funny way, almost the Sharks want to avoid kicking the ball out. And the scrums, well, it's just look for survival there, get the ball out, break even and stop to play some rugby. Because when it's general play, that's when the Sharks come alive.
Open. Open. This is the middle, yeah.
Krobala finding Vermaak. LaRue and Nizam Kar hit back over the halfway line. Initially a pretty good attempt at the counter-ruck there from the Hollywoodbets Sharks.
You can't play the 9.
But then
you can't play the 9. You can come through, but you can't play the play that wants to.
Emrose Papier was played illegally. And again, these successive penalties just eating into territory.
I can see your run going.
Yeah, it's almost stopping the momentum of the game where it's penalty after penalty. But the Vodacom Bulls will not mind this at all. Gives them a chance.
Penalty count is a worry for the side that has had more of the ball and more of the territory. Ludwig, the target that time, and on they rumble. There could be another one in the bin here. Rubala made some good ground. Now Williams can't get outside Penkler, and there is going to be another one sent to the bin.
Problems for the Sharks.
Number 4.
And it's corner roll, so both locks in the sin bin.
Yeah, and this takes the energy out of your pack.
No.
Matthew stopping balls, penalty, marching downfield, less men. Roll in the naughty chair, but that's an accumulation of penalties. So look how the first half ended. It was the Sharks conceding a lot of penalties, and they haven't stopped.
Try line in sight for a marauding Bulls pack. Can they keep them out? Ludwig again the target. They're taken towards touch, but Robillard did well, and Lazarka leading the way for Robillard to get it down.
It was bound to happen. And that sequence of penalties started a long way downfield. And it's just the Vodacom Bulls in control. Penalty after penalty, something had to give. The double yellow. And the Bulls had to be patient here. And they keep marching.
Made contact with Ethan Bester.
There was no shift right for me in that one.
And Creel's kick across the face of the uprights, but the home side in front.
And the forwards have taken over. Well, I told you something, Matthew. Krovla, nice and patient at the back. He's up far working hard. The Vodacom Bulls forwards are just watching the forwards do all the work now. So Nizam Kaur working hard with Krovla behind him. The try given.
Yeah. I've got number 18 clearly just taking that thing through the side, taking off the head of the maul. Nothing that the Bulls can do to continue apart from going straight, and they did that.
And Siamasuku with the restart. Pilo Gumede is on. We saw at that previous maul also Gerard Steenekamp.
Ask him. He knows.
That's a softer penalty that he wasn't on offside position, was never onside. Benkler. I think just the temptation was too much for him.
It's under 5.
They'll be eager to get this going quickly here. There's not much time left on Jason Jenkins' yellow card. 2 locks off the field for the Sharks, and the opportunity to kick to touch, albeit with that for David Creel. Yeah, never back on side. He knows it.
This is the middle. This is the middle. I'm making the
And all
middle.
the Vodacom Bulls here have to do is obviously adapt their game plan a bit. Maul every single line out. A penalty here puts them just outside the 22-meter area.
Jason Jenkins off his chair and doing a couple of stretches. Van Heerden uncontested.
It's over the 15.
Maul travels over the 15-meter line, so back line can come up. And there's another penalty advantage. Oh, here's Van der Westhuizen said, don't test me to see how far I can go. You might be about to find out. Here's Willie LaRue floating his pass away for Williams.
Number 1, please.
Another tight forward.
Number 1. Who's number 1?
Yeah, it's getting ugly. It's getting very ugly,
Number
Matthew.
1. Slide into it, the board. Captain. Vince. I'm not sure what you want me to do, but essentially, if you guys keep on infringing at the ball time, I will keep on dishing out the
If you're getting it wrong, we'll watch that on Monday.
Okay, that's fine. All I can ask is you try, but you've just got to know my process, and I'm not going to stop. Thank you.
Well, that's the law of the jungle there. He's not going to stop. The Vodacom Bulls here, surely they kick for touch
here.
here.
One here as well, which was 16, so I'm going to go for this one.
So Jason Jenkins looks as though he's about to come back on.
Jy was nog 16.
If there's a scrum anytime soon, then the Hollywoodbets Sharks are going to have to bring Ruan Traluset prop to scrum.
And Mpunu comes right to the side. That's pretty clear and obvious. And with numbers down, what the Vodacom Bulls smell blood.
Krobala.
Sack is fine.
That time the sack was good. Krobala.
Tackle. Okay, use.
Papier, low.
No hands now.
A little bit of a misunderstanding between Ruan van Mark and Reinhard Ludwig. The captain responding well.
No.
Papier. His arm carved. Standing start. Over the top from LaRue. Gumede.
It's not.
Well, they're up off the Sharks bench. Just encouraging their teammates.
Yeah, they needed that. The Sharks needed a spark somewhere. And that's Bentley on the blind side.
Akafana into the middle of the Vodacom Bulls front row. Added to the Springbok alignment camp group, which was announced earlier this week, having played 3 test matches against England back in 2018, none since then.
If that hit is a sign of things to come, the Sharks are in big trouble here. They're in massive trouble.
Guys on both sides.
Unless the Vodacom Bulls get too excited and go before the ball is in.
Guys both sides, please get the discipline.
But there's problems coming in.
That's the middle left of the mark.
Ruan Dreyer on that loose head side. 4 test matches for him, all in 2017 and all on the tight head side of the scrum.
Crouch.
Niall Penkler has been sacrificed for Ruan Dreyer.
Just not taking the weight. Just not taking the weight.
Yeah, they can't take the weight because they're also, I think, a man down, but the engagement there, it almost looked uncoordinated from both teams. It wasn't, there's no impact. So frustration again, and that penalty count is climbing and climbing against the Sharks.
Vodacom Bulls have really got to make this count now on the score. Keep the scoreboard relatively even.
Advantage, knock on.
They will be buoyed.
And it's become a set piece battle.
And Wilco Low
Okay, tackle now.
carries on.
Thank you.
Chituka
No run.
rolling away effectively. Gumede continued the momentum. Bulls continue to power forward, this time through Akrafana Meva.
No hands. 17.
Driving the
thank you.
legs in contact, and Gumede.
Constantly under pressure, guys.
There was no advantage, and it will be, guess what? A Vodacom Bulls scrum, 10 meters from the shot.
You haven't mentioned Masuku Chirenzo at all.
Playing advantage. Get it out.
Another advantage. Gumede off the back. Chamberlain. And wow, that is a massive hit. We just named them in one move. Julius with a huge hit on Sergil Peterson.
Okay, just hold it. Quentin. Yeah. Yeah, just hold on. Quentin. I just want to have a look at this action. I just saw a player's legs end up in the air. If not, I'm going back through scrum penalty, but this is foul play. If it's foul play, I just want to have a quick look at this.
The Vodacom Bulls. Put the flash in the air. Let's go.
So Lorenzo Julius on Sergil Peterson.
Sweeney blue. Yeah.
And then Gumede. Is that foul play? That's the question on Lukanyuam.
By 20, flipping the guy, and he lands on his back. I don't see it as an action, it's just standing up. He knows the play is there. That for me is a... It is definitely foul play. Now we just need to determine the way that the player lands. If he lands on his side, I'm happy to go with a penalty only. Yeah. You don't see the player land on his I see.
It's the action of Pilo Gumede that turns
Yeah, he just lands on his backside there.
Lucanio
Morris. Yeah. Okay.
Their concern would be that he carries on with the action.
Yellow card. And the Sharks will want to build from here, but they need the ball first.
Wonderful steal from Van Heerden on a Sharks throw, and the Bulls wanting to get the ball wide as quickly as they can. It's in the hands of Kane and Moody. And the ball winning the race to the touchline, but straight back into the Sharks 22. Remember, they've sacrificed one of their wingers for a loose head prop, the Hollywoodbets Sharks, so they are compromised out wide. And off that line-out steal, no wonder the Bulls were trying to get the ball into that man's hands as quickly as they could. 50th cap for the Vodacom Bulls last weekend in Cape Town. As we see another change happening
Your 19 is on.
for the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Jean-Andre Labuschagne, known to his teammates and supporters as Lappies.
Time on.
That is now a substitution for Corne Raal, who has served his time in the bin. So the Sharks back to 14 for now. Mabasere.
He's ducked into it. 7. Use please 9. Okay, 9. Onside. Everybody on.
No option but that hoist for Grant Williams. And the scraps gathered after the ball was lost by Kane and Moody and quickly shifted away for Lucanio Jenkins. Beautiful play here is Lorenzo Julius. Inside for Hendrickson. And that is...
Not creating a ruck. Lorenzo Julius. And look at this, just keeping the ball alive the whole time. He beats him on the outside. And I thought maybe he might go for the bump here, but on the inside, Hendrickson. And the Sharks bite back. It's game on now. It is certainly game on from the Sharks. Hendrickson goes over. Almost against
with just 14 on the field, a second try of this URC campaign for Jordan Hendrickson, who now tries to add the extras. That one is not coming back for him, but his try has had a massive boost to their confidence for the final quarter.
Yeah, it's a masterclass in skill, X factor, backup play, and Wilker's chasing, but he will never get there.
Touch. And Johan Krobelaar back on the field.
Okay, thank you.
As Aka van der Merwe has a blood injury attended to. Masuku, his kick, fielded by Devin Williams. A little untidy out the back of the ruck. Steenekamp. Van Heerden. Now Ruan Vermaak.
Advantage 18, never onside. Okay. Jates. I just got a late call.
Reinhard Ludwig had made the carry, but they're coming back
It's clearly off the hand. Thank you, Quinton.
for a scrum to the Hollywoodbets Sharks.
Fine. Sit. Body's clearly at the back. Go on, Dave.
Another massive effort from the Bulls scrum, and they have a penalty advantage. Kumede carries strongly off that advancing scrum. They have a free play here. Chamberlain.
And I think these are the ones, if you consider the set-piece dominance the Vodacom Bulls have had from the end of the first half till the whole second half, they should score a lot more points. 12 isn't enough.
Just demolishing the scrum.
Screaming at his players, just one more effort.
Yeah.
But the yellow card is now back on. Tutuko Mtunu. And the change they're making is Hanru Jacobs is coming off. Now he's the replacement tight end, but of course Ruan Dreyer, adept on both sides of the scrum, and Jacobs came on very early in the game before the first scrum had taken place for Trevor Nyakane.
2 meters. Thank you.
And what
The receiver is
the Sharks are happy to concede front ball and try to stop it from there. So here we go.
clear access.
Well, Krobelaar has got isolated there, and
That's a big play.
the ball ripped away from him as well.
Same one is back there.
Yeah, Matthew, this is a big moment here. We mentioned the Vodacom Bulls, the set-piece dominance. But it's almost close to the 5. They haven't really converted that much.
Number 12, yeah.
Or on the 5 or around that area, and that's the most important area. Work so hard to get there. But the Sharks, well, the way they've been throwing the way. So good more stopping, and then the pressure on the double hit.
Bester for Jenkins. And Bradley Davids on at scrum half.
Use, please.
For Grant Williams. And Davids goes to the left boot. Sergil Peterson. Steenekamp. And Wilco Low with the clean, but not always looking after the ball as well as they might at the base of the ruck. It's been difficult for Papier. Davids chased down by Moody. Got his pass away for It looked like it went forward. It did.
Fine. Sit.
Well, one goes the way of the Hollywoodbets Sharks.
Same that's been happening all day. Shoulders first one, 17.
Cut out Steenekamp, the man punished.
That's big, and that's the fight back from the Sharks. The Sharks, I tell you what, they've had to dig deep, Matthew. You consider the amount of set-piece pressure they were under in the beginning of the second half. And we look at 15 penalties conceded. The Vodacom Bulls only 7. But they won them.
Okay.
Steenekamp there, it goes down, look.
On for Wilco Low. And Janus Kirsten.
That's runs.
He had such an excellent stint at the Exeter Chiefs
Stay there, no.
in the English Premiership, returning to Loftus Versfeld. He's on in the second row. This is promising for Jorenzo Julius. Fabulous work from Devin Williams, and released and got back to his feet.
Great.
But the steal is made by Mabasere.
No hands. He's not.
Sharks on the offensive. Davids, Masuku, and Lukanyo Wam. Mabasere.
Charge down.
Davids' kick charged down and secured
Charge down. From a kick.
on the ground by Nizam Kar. Zach Berger's kick. Backwards off the hands of Jordan Hendrickson, who is all alone at the back. And hunted down by Kane and Moody. And Moody able to pick up here. Puts the kick in. That's a...
No, fine.
Well, the referee says that's fine.
But it's end-to-end.
Scrum or 22.
Hendrickson, this is great work. Moody's got that.
22.
There, he could have... Yeah, this is excellent play from me. Look, and we've seen the Sharks just pin the Vodacom Bulls back the whole time. Good hooker here. He doubles up. The double effort. Again, second effort, third effort. Gets the ball back. And this could have been a try. I tell you, another player that's been good for the Sharks, Mabasere. He has been unbelievable.
Gumede. Just dipping his body height into contact. Is there a moment of magic that will decide this game somewhere? Krobala.
Tackle.
Oh, the ball out the back hasn't got to hand. Mabasere latches onto it. Could he go all the way? Harold Foster gives chase, but he won't catch him. Tino Mabasere. Well, he's made 15 tackles in this game. And now caps a wonderful performance with a try as well.
What a game he's had. What a game. Tino Mabasere, he's just chased everything. He's been good on the ground, carried well, and the pace. I thought, does he have the juice to make it? Yes, he does. Over in the corner.
Thank you.
A key try here. And look at that. The chase is on.
13 test matches for South Africa. All of them played in 2018. He played every game except one for the Springboks that year, and none more memorable than the 36-34 victory over the All Blacks in Wellington, where he grabbed 2 tries. But Sia Masuku with
Faster game suits the Sharks.
Krobala is towards the tail for Van Heerden. Managed to tap the ball under pressure. Chamberlain. And Williams.
Great turnover by 12.
And Sergil Peterson having the ball turned over on the ground. Hendrickson.
No ends.
And
Stay on black.
Masuku. Labaskachny looking to get in the air. And Apiwe Tianfi came from depth, but it does come back on the side of the Sharks. Tipsy Butelezi for Masuku. And Lukanyawam almost slicing his way through. Hendrickson for Ethan Hooker to chase. And Chamberlain couldn't get away from Hooker. Williams off the left boot, and the Sharks will not mind. Chituka winning the line-out ball, and Masuku once again will provide the test. That ball's been lost and picked up by Yao Penkley. And that.
But they've been brave, they've been accurate.
Yeah.
And they've scored when it matters here. So knocked backwards.
And a fourth try for the Hollywoodbets Sharks, which gives them a bonus point away from home. And another 2 from the boots of Sia Masuku.
It's just the accuracy of the kick.
The little knockback, and Yao Penkley quick to respond, to pounce and to score. Plenty of time and plenty of home games for the Vodacom Bulls to right some of the wrongs. They still remain firmly in the top 4 of the competition. Apiwe Tianfi finding some space and getting the ball back now from Zach Burger.
Well, the clock is ticking, and the Vodacom Bulls, they want to get something out of this. You can see the urgency now to pick up the tempo.
Sia. It's been touched.
But the game manager, look, I mean, there was a stage where I think the Sharks was down to 13 men for about 20 minutes, and the Bulls could not convert that or take advantage of that. And the Sharks have come back, they've come alive, they've come back strong.
Jayan, receiver. Jayan, get in then. No. He's still out, and he's part of the line-out, so it's either I'm stopping it or it's 2 receivers. Kom eens terug in.
And the Bulls need 2 scores to get within 7. Kovala pouncing on a loose ball over the back of the line out.
No, stay on.
Burger, Gumede. Then Kirsten.
I've got nothing there.
Burger. Taken down by the debutant Janis Pokita. Then Steenekant.
Offside, thank you.
And there's an offside call against Ethan Bester. Vodacom Bulls want to try right here, right now, and then to get back to halfway.
Yep. Use 9.
As quickly as possible. 10 points needed for a losing bonus point. If those 10 points come via 2 tries, it'll be 2 bonus points. And Burger goes over the top. Peterson had to go up to collect the ball. Affected his body height. Moody driven back as well. Gumede and Kirsten. A series of pick and drives. Then it's Van Heerden. Penalty advantage still being shown as Nizam Kar makes the carry. Khobara. Half a metre short. Then Burger. Surely they must score now. It's Peterson. And it's Tianfi who can't hang on. Back they come for a number of penalty advantages, but critical time eaten up on the clock.
And what's impressive there, if you want to sum up the Sharks' performance, look when that ball was going wide, there were 3 or 4 Sharks players coming over for the scramble or the cover defense. And a lot of this performance from the Sharks has just been pure heart. I mean, they've been under pressure at set piece and they just keep on fighting back, tackling. The Vodacom Bulls on the march.
It's handed on by Kovala. Now Carr and Moody. Brilliantly met in the tackle by Francois Fenter. Berger. Kumede. And Kirsten. Berger for Krobbeline. Finally, they've reached the wall. They need to take this kick quickly.
Behind the wall. So that's excellent play from Zandberger. Zandberger, he dummied it in. Almost delayed that pass where Grobler was coming around the corner. The Vodacom Bulls marching back because they want to try get something out of this game. The busy hooker goes over for the Vodacom Bulls. But it's too little too late. Grobler, what he does, look how he holds that, the dummy, the double pump. And that opened up the defense, that little hole around the ruck, and over goes Grobler. He's just come on. Too late, Janti. It should be fine. I think a little bit of a hammy up. A little stutter. Sadly, he's gone off. Siamasuku sends it deep. Ludwig gets the ball, marches forward. Berger waiting, penalty against the Sharks. And the Sharks will want to be careful here because Chamberlain goes quickly. I think it was against Rohan Dreyer. The penalty. Overextended slightly. And that's a great steal. The Sharks march forward again. Masuku, Fenter. Look on your arm. Goes on the outside. In a little kick from the Sharks. A little tackle kick. And these kicks have worked beautifully. Berger under pressure. Guess who makes that tackle again? It's Hooker. Ethan Hooker. He has chased beautifully. It's party time. It's a Sharks party in Pretoria. But there was a little stumble from Berger, and that gave Ethan Hooker just enough time to make that tackle. But look on your arm with a little attacking kick and just pushing the Bulls back one more time. That's where you look at the log. So that Sharks top 8 is what it's about for Sharks and Bulls sitting pretty 3 and 4 in the log. A little bit messy, but Pepsi Putelezi cleans up. Van Heerden all over him. Bradley David's waiting, and he sends it in the Sharks. Just slowing things down. The forwards off to Dreyer, and they won't mind this penalty advantage.
19 offside.
Bulls offside.
They're onside.
And that's it. That should shut the curtain down on this one. A victory for the Sharks at Loftus. A fantastic victory. They had to dig deep, but they managed the game a lot better on attack. Set piece, the Vodacom Bulls dominated. The Sharks withheld the storm and have managed to get with an unlikely win this side. But Tino Naviseri, our man of the match, what a game he had. He epitomized what the Sharks were all about. He chased everything good on the ground. He scored that crucial try as the Sharks are dancing in Pretoria. What a victory, what a game
next week, Saturday, buy your tickets today for the
Sharks. Vincent Chituka, he was very good also. Him, along with Pepsi Butelezi. But this is a wake-up call for the Vodacom Bulls. As you can see the disappointment there, but look on your arm. Good to see him getting a trot, and he looked full of energy. But the Sharks